The demand is 7 million. The gap is just 280 tons. That is the gap, not the demand. So it's not. 7 million is a lot to be a gap. Question number 2. What is number 2?
GDP. So the GDP is 25%.
But he wants.
What is it in Naira?
Okay. Do you have the figure? Okay. We gave you in terms of percentage. To be able to give you in Naira and Kobo, I think we'll have the directors to calculate that. We can even supply with that later. I don't have that figure here with me right now in terms of Naira, but oftentimes we report all of these sectors, any sector, not just agri, in percentage of the GDP, but yes, figures can be given. So we'll give it to you. Fish. Eat what you fish and fish what you eat. Where is fish? Department of Fishery. I think you may need to say a little something here, the importation of fish.
With due respect to the Honorable Commissioner and Director of Fisheries and Aquaculture. Presently, the total fish demand for the country is about 3.6 million metric tons based on the population of Nigeria. And the total production is about 1.2 million metric tons in all the sectors, aquaculture, industrial, and also the artisanal. What really happens is that the gap must be closed up. And as a ministry, the Honorable Minister has mentioned that we are engaging the youths, we are engaging the women, and we are engaging all the sectors in how we can increase fish production. Apart from the intervention that is being done by the federal government, there are some species of fish that are not farmed in Nigeria and also not found in Nigerian waters. So that is why we have to import, like the mackerel, like the stockfish, like other species that the Nigerian women, the youth, they like the exotic species. Sometimes we have to import because these species are not available in Nigeria. Thank you.
How do we that? The agro rangers are already members of the civil defense. Already they are security agent of Nigeria. We are not employing or recruiting them new. All we do is take that portion that we want and retrain them extra for what they will be doing, for what they will be engaging with. That's one. Number 2, who pays them? They still draw their salary from the federal government as usual, but of course may get some extra allowance for being taken to do a special job. And this is open for other states that can provide the camps or post where these agro rangers can be posted to. So that's that. Nothing special about employment or payment.
How much have you invested in this group so far?
In the agro rangers? Yes. I cannot give you a figure, but we can also get that. How much have we spent in terms of little logistics allowances? But like I said, they get paid salary as normal agro rangers by the government.
Are you satisfied with the impact you're supposed to curtail cattle loss?
Yeah, why not? Absolutely. They are doing their job, and we are giving them the support, and we are monitoring and evaluating, and if there is need to do something different, we will do that.
Do I take it that
all this, not because Nigeria is so committed and resilient, the COVID, the insecurity, and now Russia and Ukraine. Okay, here is what it is with import. Can we compare ourselves with America in terms of agricultural production or viability? No, we can't. America imports a lot of food. It's something about variety, it's something about just trade in the world. It's something about you scratch my back, I scratch yours, and all this and that. So yes, we do import, and we have some trade deficit, of course, but that does not negate the stride we have made from 2014 to date. And we expect to continue making those strides. It's not overnight that you can just offset your trade deficit. And like I just mentioned, America has trade deficit in trillions, and even in agriculture. And in the whole world, America trades over 25% of the grain trade in the world, just America by itself, but still import certain food commodity. Of course, I'm not comparing Nigeria, but I'm just showing you the international, the global trend in agri and any other business. Yes, agri is on the concurrent list. We do have very robust collaboration with state government. I mentioned a number of projects here that we are working with the state government. And one of the things first is to allow the state to even express interest. No one is shoving anything down somebody's throat. Are you interested in NLTP? Are you interested in LPRES? Are you interested in this wheat production, in this, in that? You are interested? Yes, okay. If it's a situation where the federal government will fund 60%, 80%, you provide 20%. We do that, and we have a lot of those. Even the NLTP I just mentioned, the LPRES, the SAPZ, a lot of this state have the right to do, and we collaborate on many other. We have the National Council on Agriculture that meets every year with the state to discuss and pass resolutions on things that state, individual state or collectively want to do. And we have just increased another one, we call it community of practice, in addition to that, so that we can still improve the synergy. This is also a meeting that we do every year to look at other peculiarities in the different state in terms of production of one crop or the other, in terms of animal husbandry, in terms of poultry, all of these things. So we have a robust collaboration, and I think they are happy, we are happy, because we are not receiving any complaints.
Rice pyramids, we have to get local for expand interventions.
Rice pyramid, yes, is to show that yes, we have produced right and we have overtaken whoever is the number one before now. Yet you said the price of imported rice and locally produced rice is about the same. Again, I will go back to what happened with COVID, what is still not coming, what is still not available. You see, a lot of things will happen, but the after effect of what it will leave behind will lag for some time before it's stabilized. I believe rice price has dropped a little bit from, I don't know how many, a couple of weeks ago or weeks ago or so, it has dropped a little. So we are still working on it. The whole world is reeling out of this COVID and now into Ukraine and Russia, but things will stabilize, and the ministry is doing everything possible in terms of all this support. We are not relenting so that the price will come down even faster. Thank you.
Last
The first question about how much has the federal government, state and local government collected from foreign donors. I don't have a figure right now. How does it get down to the farmers? Through the various programs that we have shown there, through input, through capacity building, some through direct subsidy. You pay for the farmer to pick up his need, he only pays like 1/4 or half. And I can tell you also other things. If a bag of fertilizer is 100, and then the ministry procure it for 100 and sells to the farmer for 25, for just 25, you can see 75%. So there are various ways that the farmer gets down, get the intervention coming from foreign donors. But amount, again, that is something we can compute and also give to you in the future. Well, ask us after.
A great number of farmers in the northwest can't access their farms. Have you assessed the impact of this? Yes, what do you, what's your take?
Okay, about farmers not being able to access their farms, northeast, northwest, and north central, yes, it's a concern for us, for the government. However, if you notice, production still has not dropped to any significant level that will say it has dropped. And it's one of the reasons why also we have this arrangement for the agro rangers to provide some measure of security to be able to access the farms. Truly, yes, if you cannot completely access farms all over, yes, you'll expect a drop in the production. So, but right now, we are doing everything possible to make sure it maintains through that security provision and other, things that we may not necessarily mention, but you can see food is still being produced for the most part. The third one.
Administrable yams for 12,000. If commodities, prices define
Okay.
interventions.
Okay, 5 miserable yams that were purchased at 12,000. How come all these are defined the impressive achievement? Well, number one, achievement we have achieved is there, is not just mentioned. How are they defined? The same way that things have come to be now, the world over. Sometimes it's like when you have a meltdown in financial cycle, you have a meltdown, it affects just about everybody. Nigeria is not an isolated case. When things happen, this inflation is all over the world. It's all over the world. Somebody posted that he has to spend 100 pounds for petrol just to drive to work in 1 week, which before now is like he spent 25 pounds. So it's not really defying our own achievement. It's probably the world phenomena that we are currently facing, and everyone is working towards reducing, and everyone is doing it according to their own special needs, and we are doing it. And like I've mentioned, yes, there has been some drop in the last couple of weeks, so we'll continue to institute those measures that will continue to drop the prices. Thank you. Anko borrowers, no be me o, na central bank. I don't know anything about Anko borrowers. It's not under. It's being operated by the central bank. So how much is being given or not being collected, honestly, I don't know. We don't have that data in the ministry, but we still work and collaborate with the central bank in agric. But the Anka borrower, we don't know. We don't know. So, but they are still our partner, just like NELDA, PSI, NSIA, Pepsin, all those that are in agric. We like to collaborate with everybody that is in the agric space.